So, oh, hold on. Sorry about the lighting. It's, again, another really gross day outside. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making or trying to make some chicken breast, which I've made before. I'm debating on whether I want to bread them, even though I'm not supposed to have sodium. It's tricky. I probably won't, to be honest with you. Today, I went to see my kidney specialist, and we found out that I could have some sodium, so just like a normal intake, essentially, 15 to 2,000 milligrams, 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of sodium, which is what most people should be intaking if you're not eating out all the time or eating processed food and you're eating fairly clean. It should be really easy to hit that amount. Problem is breadcrumbs in general, like at least the ones I have here at my house, have a lot of sodium in it, so I don't really want to use it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a recipe that I've made before that I've, again, just eyed because I don't really use recipes, I don't know, for like rosemary, garlic, lemon chicken breast. And it's really easy to make. It probably takes around like 15 to 20 minutes. So yeah, I have my camera set up on it's like a bunch of like empty containers because I don't have a tripod. So be happy with this angle because I'm not gonna change it. It's not gonna happen. Well, I'll move around and stuff, but yeah. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna get a cutting board. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna grab a knife, and that's it. And that's my meal. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I just gathered pretty much, I think, all I need to make this. So I'm kind of just gonna like wing it and walk you through like some of the ingredients that I'm using and then how I prep everything. But essentially what I have is some avocado, coconut oil, paprika, rosemary, black pepper, onion powder, lemon juice, and garlic, like an actual garlic clove, not garlic powder. And then I have a little meat pounder, my knife, a Ziploc baggie, and then some chicken breast. I'm gonna wash my hands first, because you should have clean hands, obviously. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the chicken in the Ziploc bag and just like beat it a little bit just to get it tender. I'm just making a single chicken breast today, but you can do like multiple chicken breasts if you'd like as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the marinade first before I even touch the chicken. So I have a little clear bowl or a clear container, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pour maybe like, I don't know, 1/4 of a cup of like oil into this container. And I'm gonna do approximately equal parts oil and lemon juice. So I'm also gonna do maybe 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. I'm literally just eyeing this, so yeah. I'm gonna do a little extra lemon juice because I like lemon a lot. I'm also gonna do some rosemary. Some rosemary in this, and some garlic clove that I've chopped. Just for some like extra flavor. Some rosemary. And I'm gonna chop up a garlic clove. So let's do that. And you can do as little or as much as you want. That's the nice thing about cooking, is there isn't really a right or wrong way to doing these kind of things. Like, I mean, yes, there is with basic things. But for the most part, it's pretty easy, especially with something like this. Like, you're literally just marinating your chicken in whatever you want, essentially. And that's it, right? So it's pretty easy. Sorry, I literally can't chop food or like mince food to save my life because I don't know how to. But that's like part of like this whole fucking journey. It's like learning that I can't actually cook as well as I thought I could. Well, I always knew I couldn't cook. I could bake. Baking's like was at one point like my thing. Like I used to bake a lot, which is super random. Not a lot of people know that about me. Actually, one time I was an idiot and baked a cake for my mom for her to bring to her work for her friends. And I accidentally put salt in the cake rather than sugar, and it was like hell on earth. It was like literally the worst thing. And she's like, "Did you put salt in my cake?" And I was like, "I don't remember anything." But yeah, I totally did, and I just lied. So sorry, Mom. So yeah, I'm just putting the garlic in there. And then what I'm gonna do also is add my spices into this marinade. So I'm gonna add some paprika. I really like my food a little bit with a little bit of heat, so I'm gonna do quite a bit. Lots of black pepper as well, and then just like a tiny bit of onion powder because I don't know, flavor is always good. Oh, and oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm also gonna add in some red chili flake because I again like a lot of heat, and I'm gonna let that kind of sit. And that's my marinade. That's literally, I don't know if you guys can see me, but that is literally my marinade, and that's it. So it's really easy to make. And that's it. Look at that. Oh my god, Chef Cena. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my chicken ready. And I'm just gonna open this package. I pre-washed my hands, FYI. And I'm gonna take my chicken breast. And it looks pretty good. There's some fat on it, but I'm not really super mad about it. Let me get rid of some of it. Awesome. Okay. So I have my chicken breast, and I'm gonna place it in this bag. Maybe I'll do two. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna actually end up cooking two, sorry. Sorry about the angle and the position. I don't have a tripod, so like, if my face is cut out a lot of the time, that's just because of this setup that I have, which again, my camera is on a bunch of just like containers. Like empty containers. So yeah. So I just put my chicken in a Ziploc bag, and I'm just gonna pound it a little bit. And what I've read online and what I've seen in videos is you're looking for a 1/4 of an inch, I think. A 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 of an inch. I don't know what that looks like. So I just like beat it. You know, I'm just like, let me just beat you up a little bit. What I did do the first time that was probably not great is I beat it a little bit too intensely, and what ended up happening was my chicken was just like, so part of this, what you're gonna end up doing, what I'm gonna do literally after I'm done this, is I'm just gonna cut slits into the chicken for the marinade to go into. But what ended up happening last time I did this was I beat it so hard that when I cut slits into it, it just like fell apart, kind of ish. So I'm just gonna be very careful. But I just beat this chicken up, and I'm just gonna diagonally cut some slits for the marinade to get into. This knife is not great. It's a little bit dull. And that's it. Then you just put it in your marinade. I'm gonna grab a different knife. because this knife is like very dull for sure. Awesome. There we go. It's so much easier when you have a knife that can cooperate. And that's it. And then I'm just gonna let that marinate. I don't know, there's like not really a set time that I marinate my chicken for. Sometimes in the past what I've done is I've actually just let it completely cook right away. So I actually don't let it sit in the marinade. If you want to and you want more flavor out of this, it's recommended obviously that you always marinate chicken breasts. Just because chicken breast is such a lean meat that sometimes it can be a little bit dry if you cook it. So I'm gonna let this marinate for maybe at least an hour, I would say, and then if you can do it overnight, but I'm gonna let it marinate for at least an hour, and then I'm gonna cook it, and it's gonna be so good. I hope it's like last time. This is so hard. Okay, so it's been an hour that I've let my chicken breast marinate for, and I have my coconut avocado oil, and I'm just gonna put a little bit into this pan. And I have the pan on medium-high heat. You don't really need to do this, to be honest with you. But these pans we have are hella old, like really old. So I just do it just to make sure that nothing sticks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this to heat up. And then I'm going to put my chicken breast in it. And that's it. Like, so easy, like so simple. It smells great, like smells so good. And here's the thing too, when you're cooking without salt, super important to like not skip out on like seasoning, because like you just need to make sure that there is something for the chicken to like absorb as far as flavor. So go a little bit heavy on the seasoning for sure, like I don't know, just make it taste good, you know? Like, don't be, like, skimping on it. Like, just really put in a lot of seasoning. Well, a decent amount of seasoning. I'm gonna see if this oil has been heated. And how I do that is I just put a little bit of garlic in here. So now, I'm just gonna take my chicken breast, because the pan is nice and hot. Woo! I'm going to reduce the heat a little bit because this is a little crazy. And that's it. And you just let that cook. And then you gonna have some good lemon, rosemary, garlic chicken. And yeah, it's super easy. I will show you guys the finished product once this is done. Probably gonna take maybe like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, so it shouldn't take very long to cook at all. My chicken breasts are a little bit larger, so it might take a little bit longer, but yeah, we'll give you a little update in a little bit. Okay, amazing. Okay, so this is what this chicken looks like while it's cooking. I also put some more rosemary and just some bay leaf on top. And I'm just basically scooping some of the oil on top and the fat on top just to make sure it stays juicy. I don't know, I saw it on like a Bon Appetit video that you can like scoop the oil or whatever onto the chicken. So yeah, it smells great. It smells amazing in here. Sorry if it's a little bit loud just from the frying in the fan, but yeah. So my chicken is almost done. It's been frying for a little bit, and what I was saying in the previous clip was that what I was watching in one of the, I guess like cooking YouTube channels, is that you can like take meat and baste it in its own fat. And how you do that is essentially you tilt your frying pan and you just kind of baste your chicken. And it helps add color, but also keeps the meat really juicy. Especially with like this particular cut of chicken because my chicken breast is so thick. It also helps make sure that the chicken is getting completely cooked, nice and evenly. And I think we're pretty much done. I also at one point just put a lid on it, just to keep the oil from splattering, but also the steam helps it cook a little bit better. Again, because I have such thick pieces of meat. So yeah, it's gonna taste great. I'm not gonna eat it on camera, because this is like kind of my meal prep, not really. But, and I've made this recipe not many times previously, twice. But it's really easy to make, super simple. So I would implore you guys to make it. Just olive oil, lemon juice, black pepper, any spices or herbs that you'd like. And yeah, it turns out really great. It turns out amazing. Yeah! Okay, let me plate it and then show it to you guys. I feel like that's what I should do. Just like plate things and show it off. I don't know, I'm not really into like showing it off. But yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is what the chicken looks like. I put some paper towel just to help drain it because it does have quite a bit of oil, obviously. I used a lot of avocado coconut oil. Normally I don't use that much, I promise. I kind of like went a little bit overboard with that. You definitely don't have to use that much. Especially when putting it into the pan if you have like not an old crusty pan like my family does, because we have an old crusty pan, so I have to make sure that like nothing sticks to it. But yeah, that's it. Let me know how you guys like this recipe. It's super easy. I'm not gonna write the recipe down below because I'm lazy as hell. Maybe I will if a lot of people want to know about it. And yeah, it's like chicken, so it's good and stuff. That's it.